Good morning and welcome to our community affairs program that we call 30 Minutes. Today our special guest is Brother Dan Huggins with the Refuge Church here in Union City, and we're going to talk about the annual feeding of 5,000 that takes place here in the community, and he says there may be some changes coming for that in the future. Good to have you here, Brother Dan.
Thank you, Charles. I enjoy getting to come every time and do this and talk about the feeding of the 5,000.
As we do each year, because we have new people in the community and new listeners all the time, so we want to get you to start out by exactly just telling people what exactly is the feeding of 5,000.
So on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, which this year will be November the 25th, from 10 to 3, we will give out approximately 1,500 grocery bags, and we'll talk about what's in those grocery bags here in just a minute. And then that afternoon, from 5 to 7, we will have a traditional Thanksgiving meal, and there will be all kind of things on the plate. And, of course, all of this is free. It will take place at the Refuge, and that is at the Obion County Fairgrounds.
Always a big event. A lot of people participate, come out and receive the bags. You have a lot of volunteers. You have a lot of individuals on site that are offering prayer for those who come. It's a very good event.
It is, and this is certainly a community event. It's sponsored by the Obion County Ministerial Alliance, and yet there are so many churches, there are civic groups, and volunteers from all over the county and city who come and help out with this, and it's just a great way to bring the community together. As you said, there are folks there who are offering prayer if people would like to be prayed with that day, if they have specific prayer requests. But it's just a fabulous day, and we look forward to it every year.
Yes, the feeding of 5,000 is a long-standing tradition here in Obion County. It evolved to where it is today from a traditional sit-down meal that was held. What church was that, Brother Dan, used to host that?
Yeah, that was at First Baptist here in Union City.
Yeah, with Miss Hattie Lou Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, did it for many years. So you said the feeding of 5,000 will be on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, which is November the 25th this year, at the Obion County Fairgrounds, where the Refuge Church is located. What are some of the challenges that you're facing this year? I know over the past years that we've talked, you sometimes have had trouble getting this food or this food or this food. Where are we now?
Yeah, during COVID,
mercy.
And even prior to that, getting some of the items that go in the bag, it was really, really tough and come down to the last minute. But this year, the biggest challenge that we're facing is funding. We have not even ordered the canned meat that goes into the bags because we don't have the funds available yet. And I know they'll come in. People always donate and rise to the occasion. But so one of the biggest challenges that we're facing is a logistical issue. We can't actually start setting up because some scheduling with the fairgrounds, and they're renting out the domestic arts building the last weekend in October. So we won't be able to start setting up until after that. And so we have to move a lot of crates and things around to set up, and all the winter coats that we have to bring in coat racks and set up and hang those up. So those are some logistical challenges. We're going to be crunched into a really small time frame. In the past, we've been able to set up early and get some of the canned goods would start coming in, and we could start sorting those out and setting up. But this year, one of the biggest challenge is, again, funding. I won't know until probably the end of October whether or not we have enough funds to actually order all the meat. And that cost for the Ministerial Alliance is right at $7,000.
How have you received the funding in the past?
Well,
did you not tell me at one time churches took like a separate offering or something during the year to something to help
we
with that?
used to, the Ministerial Association in the past would have like a Thanksgiving service, or they would have an Easter service, and they would collect funds, do love offerings, and all of that would go toward the feeding of the 5,000. It's been several years since the Ministerial Association has done a Thanksgiving service or a Holy Week Easter service. And so really the only way that we have of receiving any funds are from people in the community who will write a check and mail it to us, or drop it by the refuge, or just hand it to us. And so this is, when I say this is a community event, it can't happen without people in the community actually donating funds for us to be able to purchase the items that go in there.
So you're having to knock on some doors then, I guess.
Well, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today to do this program, is to beg people in the community to write. And I, people that know me as a preacher, I never talk about giving. And if you're going to come to church, we're going to pass the plate every time. We don't do that. That to me is an individual choice. It is part of discipleship and being a Christ follower, but I'm not a money beggar. But right now, if we're gonna make this happen, then people in the community are going to, and they want to continue to do this, then we're going to have to raise the funds to do that.
And I'm sure there's bound to be a deadline on ordering the food, the canned meat food. You can't wait till a week out to do it.
No, I looked up. We are ordering our hams and our canned chicken from Walmart, and it always takes them a good month actually to get it. So I've got to have some funds to order this stuff ASAP, and hopefully we'll get those maybe here in the next couple of weeks.
Someone hearing this wants to make a donation. What do they need to do?
Well, several different things. They can call me, and I will come pick up the funds. My number is 731-446-5802. Or they can mail the funds, a check, to P.O. Box 904, Union City 38281. And just make the check out to the OCMA, that's the Obion County Ministerial Alliance, and just write down in the memo 5,000 for the feeding of the 5,000. We are a 501c3 now, so all of these donations are tax deductible. Not that that's why you would give it, but we are a 501c3. So, or if you want to just drop a check by to the refuge at the fairgrounds, I'd be glad to meet you in person, and you can do that. Or you can give it to any other member of the Obion County Ministerial Alliance, and any of those pastors would be glad to take your money.
You talked about the cost of the meat alone being at $7,000.
Mm-hmm.
What does the whole program cost to have each year?
Well, so the Ministerial Alliance, we provide the meat that goes into the bags. Everything else is donated for the grocery bags. Mm-hmm. There are several churches who commit to so many cans of corn, green beans, yams, all the different items that go in the bag, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, cookies, Little Debbie's. All of those things are donated by churches or individuals. But the Ministerial Alliance provides the meat, and that's what we have to pay for.
So that's the cost.
Yeah, of the grocery bags.
Right.
Now, the Soul Food Cafe that happens later that afternoon, we have different churches who provide the items for that meal, and so there's no cost there. Now, this year we will have to pay for the desserts for that meal.
And that is a traditional sit-down meal that you have that is very well attended each year.
It is. We normally have anywhere from 600 to 700 plates given out in that small time frame. So, and that includes having the Boys and Girls Club. They come at 4:00, so we feed them early, and so they can get back and go home. But all totaled, anywhere from 600 to 700 plates.
As far as the actual feeding of the 5,000, who participates in this?
As far as volunteers or the people who come and receive the bags?
Let's talk about both.
Both, okay. So anybody in our community who needs any kind of help at this time of year that needs groceries, we are glad for them to come. We will send about 300 bags to Obion and Hornbeak. So we'll send those. They will come and pick those up and take them and distribute them in that part of the county. And those normally go to some of the elderly people who can't or have a hard time getting out and driving to Union City. So I'm very appreciative for the people who come from Hornbeak and Obion to take care of that. But anybody in our community, whether it's the county, the city, they're welcome to come and receive a bag. They don't have to bring any kind of proof of income or ID. They will register that day, and so they can receive a grocery bag or however many they need, depending on the number of people in their home. That afternoon at the traditional Thanksgiving meal, and we can talk about what we're serving later, but anybody that wants to come is welcome to come. If you just want to come and be amongst people and get out of the house, you're welcome to come. We'd love for you to come. And but as far as the people who participate, we have different groups, kids groups that come and help pack the bags, sort the cans. There's a school from Martin Christian Academy. They come or Central Christian Academy. They come and bring a group over and help pack bags and sort and unload and do a great job. And but we have volunteers from the community who come and help us prior to that Tuesday, and then we have people show up on Tuesday to help carry groceries to people's cars, or pray with people, or hand the grocery bags out. So this is truly a community event.
I think the setting there at the fairgrounds, people come up and they come in and get their food, their bag, coat, whatever they need, and come out. Many of them get prayer and they go right out to the car. It's a good process. Don't you think the fairgrounds has been a very good fit for this?
It really has. God just landed this right where He wanted it, as far as being able to handle this logistically and that number of people. It's just the perfect setting for us to do this. And by the way, it is the Obion County Fairgrounds. Right. So I mean, we're using something that belongs to the community, the fairgrounds in the city, and we're using that to bless the people in our city and our county.
Absolutely. And we haven't said this, but for those who have not been out and seen it, taken part in it, that some of the people who do come in are elderly. There's all kinds of people on site, volunteers, to take their bags to the car.
Absolutely. I mean, we have kids, we have young guys and gals that come out, and they just want to serve people, and they want to be of help. And that's really, I think, really good for these young people to get out of themselves, get off the video games, and come and be a part of something like this, to where they can actually serve people in the community. And so, yeah, we may have somebody that can tote their groceries, but these young kids, they want to do that. They want to take those groceries to the car, and it gives them a sense of well-being and servanthood.
And I think the people really do appreciate that,
well,
too.
They do.
Because you see when they're as you said, some of the young people are taking their bags to the car. If you watch them, they're just having the best conversation. They're just talking away, and it's great for both sides.
It is. It's fabulous. I love it.
You mentioned that there could possibly be some changes, or the beginning of some changes, as far as the feeding of the 5,000 program. You want to talk about that?
Sure. So we will have things available like we always have. Normally, when people come in, they'll register, and depending on the number of people in their family and their household, determines the number of grocery bags that they get. So if they want a bag that's already packed, that has canned meat, green beans, corn, canned yams, canned fruit, mac and cheese or mashed potatoes, and a dessert of some kind, and maybe some other things that are donated that aren't on that list, those bags will be pre-packed, and they can get those bags and go on their way. However, one of the things that we've done is we've listened to people who have participated in this and received grocery bags in the past, and they tell us, I don't particularly care for canned yams. Okay, well, I don't want to give yams or sweet potatoes, canned sweet potatoes, to somebody who doesn't want them, because I understand myself, I am a picky eater. Okay, now I like canned yams, but sometimes we get English peas. Ooh, I'm not an English pea person, and I'm a Purple Hull pea person, but we don't have Purple Hull peas. So we want to give people a choice of what they want in their bag. So if you come in and say, hey, I'll take whatever you give me and go, that's fine. But if you would like to have a choice as to what you want in your bag, we will allow you to go through the line, and we'll have volunteers at each station wherever we have that particular canned good. And you can say, yeah, I'll take green beans, or yeah, I'll take corn. No thanks on the yams. And then go on to the next one. So down the line. So we want to give people a choice as to what they want in their bag, and not just say, here, you're going to take this. And I think that will go very well. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to have surveys. If people would like to fill out a survey when they come in, and ask them some questions about maybe how we could do things in the future, if they would like to participate, or if they would like to volunteer next year. And so just a few little things that are going to be different this year that I think will go a long way in drawing our community closer to each other and to appreciate one another more.
So you're going to implement it this year then?
That part of it, yes, we're gonna implement that this year, and give people a choice as to what they want in the bag, and I think it's going to go well.
If someone, as you said, does not eat yams or something like that, and it is in the bag, that could cut down on waste.
It could, and sometimes if somebody gets a bag and there's something in there that they don't want, they have a choice. They could give it to somebody. Right. Or they could, throw it in the trash. Right. And like you said, that's wasteful, because somebody donated that, and it does cost money. So that's one of the things that we want to do is like you said, cut down on the waste.
Is it still the same scenario or setup over past years that a bag will feed 4 people? Is that right? Is that what?
Yeah, it's designed to feed a family of 4 or 4 people one meal.
Right. And when you come in, because they do sign up, some families may need more than one bag, correct?
Correct, yeah. When you register, it'll ask you how many people you have in your home, and depending on that will be the number of bags that you receive.
Yes. And you've been doing this for some time, 1,500 bags. Are they usually gone?
They are. If there are any that are left over, we will always donate those. I don't mind. I get my tongue twisted all the time. People are used to me sputtering and getting my
from the pulpit.
Oh gosh, yeah, and I don't care. I'm a human, and I get my tongue twisted and tangled around my eye tooth, and I can't see what I'm saying. So What was the question?
You know, I don't even know.
You don't even remember.
You said all that for nothing. You still got to go back.
I don't care.
Okay, I know. It was, do you get rid of all of the bags each year?
Yeah, are you sure that was a question?
I don't know. It's close enough.
Yeah, if there are any bags left over, we will give those away. Absolutely no problem. We have a food pantry at the refuge where people come every day and are receiving food. So we don't have any problem getting rid of the bags. We also donate several of the bags to St. John's. And they'll send those with their family. When the Boys and Girls Club comes, we usually send a whole bunch of bags with them as well back to the Boys and Girls Club, and Tracy will take care of getting those to the families.
We were talking earlier about getting the meat for the bags and the other things. When is your actual deadline to have all your products on site for the sorting and the packing of the bags?
Yeah, so we have told the churches that are doing the donating of the canned goods by the 15th of November. That gives us a good week to be able to sort everything and begin packing everything. There are several different things that have to happen during that week leading up to it, but if we get everything in by the 15th, we're usually okay. Now, we will also get canned goods donated to us from the turkey trot that they do at the elementary school. The high school here in Union City also, and the middle school collect canned goods. We will pick those up on the 17th and 18th of November. And so we'll have all those come in that Monday and Tuesday. And, of course, we have to sort those because the things that are donated through the schools are not necessarily the things that we get from the churches. So there's going to be a whole bunch of other kind of canned goods, whether it's soup or pork and beans, or we get a lot of ramen noodle that's donated through the schools. So all of that has to be sorted as well that next week.
Do you still distribute that?
Oh yeah, that goes into the bags. So we put in the bags all the things that go in there that the Ministerial Association takes care of, and then we top the bags off with all the other stuff, assorted stuff.
Wow. So you have sort of a traditional Thanksgiving meal, and then other things they can eat at other times.
That's correct.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, sorting, is that a day process, 2-day process, or whenever things
that actually that will happen from the day we start getting food in until the day we give it away, because there's all this stuff that's coming in. One bin will empty and we'll have to fill it up with more stuff. So there's always sorting that's going on.
The packing day, when is that planned for, Brother Dan?
We will start packing on the 17th, that Monday, the 17th. And there are organizations like children's groups from churches that will come. If they're going to do that, then they need to set up a time with me. For example, Crosswinds kids, they usually come on Sunday afternoon before. So they'll come on the 16th sometime that afternoon and sort. And then there are other youth groups that will come maybe on a Wednesday night or whatever. And so there are Girl Scout and Boy Scouts that come and do that. If they want to sort and volunteer, they can come during the day. But if you have a group that needs to come after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they need to call me and set that up.
So do you need more volunteers, or are you pretty full? Or can you never get enough?
We always welcome volunteers. There's always something for somebody to do.
What about on the day of the actual feeding of 5,000?
If you want to come, we will put you to work doing something. Because not only are we handing out the grocery bags, but since we're doing it different this year, we're going to have people at each station as well. So, and if you can only come and stay an hour, then come and stay an hour. Come on your lunch break. And would love to help you, have you to help us. But we're also going to be giving away winter coats, so we'll have to have someone, helping people try on coats, and if they don't like it or don't need it, hang it back up. So we need all the volunteers we can get.
I was going to ask you about the coat drive. Is everything going well on that? Are you going to have an ample supply this year, you hope?
I'm sure God will provide.
Right.
He always does. So folks are always very generous, and we always have more than enough, and I'm sure that'll be the case this year.
Right. And that's been very successful for you too, hasn't it?
It has, and you know what? You'd be surprised at the number of people who need winter coats, and especially, I've got 6 children total, and when they were growing up, man, they hit that growth spurt, and they'll grow out of a coat in a heartbeat, and so. Those kids that get the coats, they're always needing a different one the next year because they've grown so much.
What is the main objective of this beside providing food and coats for people?
Well, one of the things that is near and dear to my heart is unity, and to bring people together for the common good. To be able to work together. I genuinely believe one of the best things that we can do as Christ followers is to show people in the community, in the world, that we are united. And so when we come together and serve not only our community, but we serve one another and encourage one another in love, I believe that speaks volumes to people who don't yet know Christ. And so we're going to have all different kinds of denominations and churches that are going to come together for one purpose, and that is to love people, love our neighbor as ourselves. And so that, to me, yes, we're giving out groceries, we're meeting a physical need, but I believe that in praying with people, building relationships with people, working with one another, and maintaining and promoting unity, that to me is the purpose of this.
You always have stressed, since I've known you, and it's been a long time now, that events like this, there's no strings attached. Just come out.
Yeah, no strings attached. We're not going to beat people over the head with a Bible, That's a good way
there's
no hellfire and brimstone that day.
Right.
We just genuinely believe in loving people because we love God. Yeah. And so we'll pray with them if they want to, and if they don't, they certainly don't have to do that. But we just want to love on people.
Again, the feeding of 5,000 taking place again this year in Obion County at the Obion County Fairgrounds. The date has been set for Tuesday, November 25th. I see you have the times down 10 to 3 on the bag giveaway, and then the Soul Food Cafe, which is a traditional sit-down Thanksgiving meal that same day, that evening, from 5 o'clock until 7 o'clock. That's at the Refuge Church there building, right?
Yes, that's correct, in the junior exhibit building there at the fairgrounds.
And you've mentioned 600 to 700 plates of food served, so people have to come in waves in a way, right?
Well, they do, but that also includes, we're going to do to-go plates.
Okay.
If they come in and there's not room to sit down, they want to get a to-go plate, they can do that as well.
Right. We are running out of time for today's program, but Brother Dan, I want you to remind those in the community again that you do need some financial contributions to make this possible.
Yeah, we've got to have it pretty quick in order to order the meat. And if you want to write a check, send it to the OCMA, P.O. Box 904, Union City, 38281, or drop it by the Refuge at the Obion County Fairgrounds, or give me a call at 731-446-5802. I'll be glad to take your money.
We sure appreciate all that you and all the other members of the Ministerial Alliance and all the volunteers in this community do to make this feeding of 5,000 a reality each year. It's a great special event.
Thank you very much. I love Union City and Obion County.
Absolutely. And that concludes this week's 30 Minutes program. We hope you enjoyed today's show. And, of course, we invite you to tune in again next week at this same time as we bring you topics and information of importance to our community. From all of us here at Thunderbolt Broadcasting, until we meet again next week, I'm Charles Choate.